Hey guys, Doing from the Geek Duo here, and today I'll be bringing you my reaction to Star Wars The Acolyte Season 1, Episode 6, titled Teach Slash Corrupt. On a distant island, unsettling questions about identity and destiny arise. So, this will obviously be a split episode where Soul and the Jedi are teaching May. Meanwhile, the Sith, or whatever we want to call him, because he said, you Jedi would call me Sith, even though it was confirmed by the showrunners in that we do see two Sith on this. So, yeah, he will be trying to corrupt Osha. But, yeah, it's still unconfirmed as to whether he did force healing at the end of the last episode. I'm a little confused about that. Some say it looks like he just turned her over and the lighting made it look like the wound was going. Others also posited force healing, so who knows. But I feel we may actually get this Sith's story. We may find out that his name's not even actually Camilla, so who knows? Let's get this started in 3, 2, 1, go. And let me guess, no subtitles? No subtitles. Why does Disney always get rid of my... I am still sad that Jackie had to die. Like, I know she had to keep the canon in check. But still a little sad. I liked her. Also, there were people positing that maybe Soul knew that was May, because instead of saying May, where is she, just said your sister. I'm not sure whether I fully believe that one. Well, starting off with uneasy music, that's a good sign. Okay, I'm going to take that as a no on force healing. Got it. Oh, I thought that was like hot rocks for heating up the pool. The bath or whatever. No, that looks like it's a soup or broth or something. What the hell is that little creature? See if you're as good with that as your sister is. It's always unsettling when a show opens for so long without any dialogue. Unknown planet. So I'm assuming that when it gets revealed in the final episode what planet this is in the rescue mission for OSHA, it's going to be a known planet. Is this another case of they couldn't get rid of the birds, so they just worked them into the story, like they did with the puffins into porgs? It also got pointed out to me that only Yord knew how to speak to Basil. I forgot that he said he took that as an elective instead of the Wookiee language. So no one else would be able to really understand Basil saying that, hey, that's not OSHA. Oops. There we go. It was beeping at me. And where are you going to take him? What are you thinking? Or more? No, it probably is thinking. I doubt he's sensing anything. Ah, that's what he was doing. I honestly cannot tell what Basil is thinking. Because I really don't know how his race fares against most humanoids. Oh yeah, I meant to mention at the start, it was in my notes, that Manny Jacinto, who plays the Camilla, or the Master or whatever, he actually did most of that fighting in the last episode. Like, he came out and said that even when it was in the helmet, most of the time it was him. Which is impressive. Was there even really a chance of her joining you? Why did her eyes dart down? Surrogate father? Between master and apprentice? Oh, hey. Well, that's an issue. Hmm. And what are you going to do if you can't fix that? Hmm. Yeah. And you did it without notifying anyone. You were? How long are we talking? What is your goal? Obviously, it's to corrupt it. It really doesn't seem like a sundown trip, just that little outcropping there. You could probably walk that. Oh, poor Pip. Okay, it's a little further than I thought, but still. I mean, the dark side is powerful, and it is. I mean, nothing he's saying is wrong. So is that confirming there was something there? Because I and several others did pick up on that. If that is what he's saying. Do it. least we're not as easily corrupted. You know, it is going to be very interesting if by the end of this, they've sort of switched sides. He sounds familiar. Travel, Harry Travel. No, not been in anything I know. Now you're feeling bad, aren't you? Convenient, that. Why'd you do that? What are you going to do, Soul? Where are you going? Are you all going to die too? Because you'll see people with lightsaber wounds. His welding torch keeps shorting out every time he... Oh, no. I thought it was shorting out every time he actually hit it. Hmm. Now, only take that which you bring with you. There's a lot of little lines of reference. And some of them I don't know if they're intentional or not. I did see a theory that he's that Khmer or the Stranger or the Master or whatever you want to call it, he could be a previous version of Ren. For those of you who don't know, the title of Ren, the leader of the Knights of Ren and everything, which we saw as Kylo Ren, is a title passed down. And they always wear a mask. They're always a dark side user. There's her whip blade. You know him, don't you? You know who this stranger is, don't you? And I'll betcha that scar on his back came from her whip. Because he did say he was a Jedi a very long time ago, and Venestra is very old. Because she was in the High Republic books, which is set quite a while before this. She was a youngling then, so. Or Padawan. Coming off a wee bit creepy there, Sol. I thought that was the end of the episode. Just looked at the time. This is pretty much near the end of the episode, and honestly, not a lot has happened. Is this like a natural mine of cortosis? Like he got it from this planet? Because that did look like a vein of similar color. Radio then. For 30 minutes thereabout, there was not a lot that happened in this episode. Like, sure, about 5 minutes of that was silence. Like, there was a opening, the stalking behind him, May hunting through the ship and all that. There's a lot of silence in this. We didn't get much from Sol or May in this, other than she failed at pretending to be her sister. I wonder what it was that gave her away, or if Sol, like Yord, did take the language of Basil in his teachings and that. Vanessa and that, well, that's another 4 that have to die. Well, at least her and Mog. And I'd assume the other 2 that were at the market and that followed them into the forest, they'll have to die as well. Sol can only survive this if he keeps it from the council. Osha and May, I see them doing their own thing. I really don't know, because you know, I've just had the wildest thought. What if they were switched? Like, because they seemed in that episode 3 that they were both sides of the Force. They were twins created through a mystical means using the Force or the thread or whatever Mother Anastasia used to create them with Mother Coral. And then So it seems like whenever something is created from the Force, it is balance. Like Anakin being the chosen one, he was created by the Force, and he was meant to bring balance to the Force, which he did eventually. The Mortis gods are basically beings of the Force, and together they made balance. The Wellspring Guardians, I forget what their name was. They're basically the balance of the Force and everything, and they are created of the Force. So, like, I'm pretty sure the Bendu could also really count as that, because he was more of a grey area. So, what if Osha and May were meant to be one, but because of them ending up as twins, one got light, one got dark. And what we saw as May in the flashbacks, through Osha's point of view, is actually what Osha was like. Because that's the only way I can really explain how Osha would be so quickly corrupted by Khmer when, like, sure, nothing he said was a lie, but I don't know, it's just seemed pretty quick. Like, not even a full day with him, and she's already willing to test out things that he suggested to open up even slightly around him to say that she failed at becoming a Jedi. Like, I don't know, it just... What if she was the one who had the dark side pull and they messed with her memories to make her think that she is actually Osha, but really she's May. And yeah, but then you've got to ask, how did May end up as May? But there were weird things at night with all of the sudden out of nowhere, just the whole I'll kill you aspect. So there may have been some messing around with her head that night. We still don't know what happened to Coral. Coral could be the one behind it, like she knew which of her daughters was less likely to make it as a Jedi, which is May, because she bought more into the witch stuff, and so she, using her witch power, mixed their minds, and then also added that little spark to what was Osha, the more passive one, which then flared up into the whole I'll kill you, sets the fire in that. And so one is presumed dead, somehow saved from a massive fall, and winds up way outside of the fortress. The other has the darkness in them, so they bomb out of any chance of becoming a Jedi, so would make their way back to their origins, or at least she assumed so. However, by making her think she's Osha, she doesn't want to go back. And I don't know, this is just what my brain's come up with to try and... I know if I watch the next episode, it'll probably be explained what actually happened, considering the synopsis for the next episode is a bit of truth is revealed. Also, while I was recording this episode, the final episode came out, so I could finish this series right now if I wanted to. But yeah, I don't know. I I did say it would be funny if by the end of the season the girls had switched, but I don't know. I don't know what Sol could say to bring May around, yet Camille seems to be saying all the right things to bring Osha around. Hey, who knows? Maybe the rule of two will be the sisters. But anyway, I'm gonna end this one here. I'll catch you in the next one.